you can't be going outside without any camera, without any lens anyway, so you need this first. Today I'm going to talk about 4 equipment that I use every time when I'm going outside to take pictures. So that you know, I always use off-camera flash whenever I'm going to take portrait outside, unless I'm taking pictures for an event or any other sort of event or session that needs too much attention, that you won't have time to change your camera, change your light, move your light around. So I use, in that situation, I use in camera flash, so that because I won't have enough time to wait for the moment, so especially if I'm doing events. But in this case, I'm talking about portrait outdoors. Obviously you will need a camera and the lens. So this is A6400 from Sony, it's paired with the 35mm 1.8 lens that has an optical steady shot. That's one equipment that you need. You can't be going outside without any camera, without any lens anyway, so you need this first. Secondly, you need the light. This is important, guys, the light. So for me, I'm using the Godox AD100 Pro. It works well for my scenario because I am able to overpower the sun. What does that mean? Don't confuse me. That means I am able to underexpose my ambient light and use this flash to expose for my subject. So you need the light, guys. The light is very important. This one is AD100 Pro. It has 100 watts. It's slightly powerful than a normal flash that you use when you on camera flash, for example. It's slightly powerful than that, but it is also not powerful enough for maybe you can compare it with the AD200 Pro. Anyways, you can't compare it because even AD200 has 200 watts, this one has 100 watts. So anyways, let's continue. That's the second item that I'm mentioning. The third item is you need a transmitter. This is Godox X Pro S. This S is for I don't know if you can see it. This S is for Sony. So if you are using Nikon or you're using Canon, this will be for Canon, it will be C, and for Nikon it will be N. So don't confuse that when you are trying to buy this transmitter. So this transmitter helps me to connect my camera with the strobe that I'm using. This works like a remote. You use it on your camera like this, and then you turn it on, then you connect the strobe with this transmitter. I did a video I think 2 years ago or 1 year ago speaking about how you can connect these 2 items. So that's item number 3. Number 4 is the variable ND filter. Luckily, I also have another video talking about variable ND filters. So I'm using this one is from Zoomei. I use this filter. I prefer the Zoomei and the KNF concept because I used those variable ND filters and I know how they perform. So yeah, I am able to manipulate the ambient light. So when I'm outdoors, obviously on this with this camera and with this strobe, it's not that powerful, so I always make sure that I stay below the accepted shutter speed. So the accepted shutter speed for this camera is 1:160. If you go over 160, you have to change your settings on this transmitter to be on high speed sync, so that when you are on high speed sync, then you introducing the flash will demand more, will demand more. For example, if you were using the flash at quarter power, so will demand to do like full power. You have to do full power so that it can work. So for me, I always make sure that I stay on the accepted shutter speed, of which it's 160. This variable ND filter helps me to underexpose my ambient. When you're outdoor, it's too bright. It's too bright, and you need to control the ambient. So this variable ND filter helps me to control my ambient. That means if it's overexposed maybe by 2 stops, I'm able to twist this until my ambient light is perfect for my liking, and then I can now use the light to expose for my subject. I'm going to show you the picture that I took. Unfortunately, I can't be showing you exactly as I'm talking, because I didn't do a video outside. Obviously, you will need to have the light stand, and also something that you can use to diffuse the light that is coming from this AD100, because if you're using it like this, you are introducing your subject will have strong shadows which are not pleasant, so you need to diffuse it. What I normally use, I use the umbrella, but the umbrella, you have 2 options. You have the umbrella that is shoot through, then the umbrella that is bouncing the light. So I always use the shoot through umbrella, but the problem when you are outside, when it's windy, the wind will blow that umbrella out. So you need to be wary of those things. Or you can buy a, what do you call this, a Octabox or something diffuser. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss my next videos. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.